Hey, welcome to today's Daily Dose. I'm Eric Watson of Team Watson out of Bowie, Maryland, where we promote wealth, wellness, and wine. The wealth is all about promoting a wealthy mindset so that we can live a life of prosperity and be able to pass on a financial legacy to our families. Wellness is all about keeping closely in mind those things we put in and around our bodies so that we can live a longer, healthier life. And wine is just about sitting back, drinking a good glass of wine, and enjoying some good old adult conversation and enjoying ourselves. So you can reach us on Wealth, Wellness, and Wine with Eric and Tammy Watson on our Facebook page or on my personal Facebook page with Eric Watson. And just let us know what you think about our Daily Dose quotes and the other programming we have going on there. I have to give special thanks out to those who allow me to share. First and foremost to Reverend Franklin Morris of WVTC Radio, that's Victory Through Christ Radio out of Chicago, Illinois, where he has a dynamic gospel program. You need to check him out at WVTCradio.com or on his Google app, WVTC Radio, and on his Apple app at WVTC Radio. Check him out. He has some good things going on. He's growing at the rapid rate in multiple countries throughout the world. Also have to give thanks to my good friend and fellow Syracuse alum, Mr. Roland Bubba Grimes. He is doing big things out of Suitland, Maryland, and he just transitioned studios, making things happen, about to go mobile. And he is growing at the rapid rate as well. So keep an eye out for Roland Grimes Media. Also, on today, as I have to do every day, I have to give thanks and say that I am blessed to be blessed on yet again the greatest day of my life. And many may ask, why is it the greatest day of your life? I'll tell you why. It's because today, as in yesterday, but today more importantly, because it's the most recent occasion that I was allowed to get up, take yet another breath, walk amongst the living, and more importantly, be able to share with each and every one of you. Because I feel like if I can share with someone, if I can touch someone with anything that I say, if I can influence someone, if I can positively impact anyone with anything that is said, I feel like my job is done. So if I can touch but one, my job is done. And I feel like I am thankful for the opportunity to be able to share with each and every one of you, and I'm truly blessed to be able to do so. So with that, let's go ahead and get into today's Daily Dose, and it's by a gentleman named Tommy Lasorda. Some of you may know him. He is a former Major League Baseball pitcher who's actually best known for his 2 decades as manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And what Tommy Lasorda said was, when you start thinking of pressure, it's because you started to think of failure. All right, I'm going to say that one again. When you start thinking of pressure, it's because you started to think of failure. All right, so have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you had a lot of pressure on you to get something done? You had a goal, you had something that you were trying to achieve, and you felt a lot of pressure to get it done. And that pressure actually comes from the fear of failure. It comes from if you think about it now, if you absolutely knew that you were going to get it done, if you were up against a time crunch and you didn't have it done yet, but you absolutely knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that you were going to get it done, would you feel any pressure? No. It's because you fear that failure. You fear that you're not going to get it done when you said you were going to get it done, or how you said you were going to get it done. It's that fear of failure that brings about pressure. All right. So if you go into a situation and you feel like you have to get it done and you're not quite there yet, you just have to think to yourself, I got this. I got this. I'm going to make this happen. And you will feel that pressure lifted. You won't feel that sense of pressure. Now, you still have to work towards it. I'm not saying just because you feel like you got it and you're going to get it done that you have to lighten up on your workload. No, I'm saying it's the mentality. It's the thought process. If you think that you're not going to get it done, if you fear that you're not going to get it done, you're going to feel pressured to get it done. So if you have some type of goals, if you have a weight loss goal and you're trying to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time and you're not quite there, and you're feeling pressure because you don't think you're going to get there, it's because you feel that you're going to fail. If you put in more work, you lose that weight. You get to where you want to be. If you have some type of financial goal and you want to be at a certain place with regard to your finances at a certain point in your life, and you're not quite there yet, and you're feeling pressured. You're feeling pressure because you fear that you're not going to achieve that goal. Put in a little bit more work, you will achieve it, and that pressure will be lifted. All right. In business, with my business partners and my team, if you feel some pressure that you're not going to enroll the amount of people that you said this week or this month, or you didn't feel like you were going to hit your goal, you feel pressured, that pressure is because you fear the failure. Don't fear failure. Put in work. Replace that fear of failure with the work and the effort to get it done. And that pressure will be lifted, because the more work you put in, the more progress you're going to see, and the more confident you're going to be with regard to achieving those goals. And that pressure will be lifted. So don't fear failure. Put in the work, and that pressure will be lifted. All right. So I want to hear, as usual, from each and every one of you. What do you think? Do you have a fear of failure that puts pressure on you in trying to achieve your goals, whatever those goals may be? What do you think? Do you have a fear of failure? Do you feel pressure when you're trying to achieve those things? All right. I want to hear from each and every one of you. Let me know what you think. Did Tommy Lasorda, the Major League pitcher and manager, did he get it right? Did he get it wrong? What do you think? All right. I want to hear from each and every one of you. Again, you can reach us on Wealth, Wellness, and Wine with Eric and Tammy Watson on our Facebook page, or on my personal Facebook page, Eric Watson, or you can send me a text, send me an email, a smoke signal. Just let me know what you think, and let's talk about it. Let's dialogue on Mr. Tommy Lasorda's quote. And I'll say it again. When you start thinking of pressure, it's because you started to think of failure. All right. Don't think about failure. You won't feel the pressure. All right. So with that, I want to say thank you to all of you who were able to join me today. Let's see who we have. Poppy Chulo, what's going on, cuz? Thank you for joining me today, and good morning to you. Reverend Franklin Morris, thank you for joining me today, brother. James Gallen, thank you for joining me. Alan Latney, how are you, sir? Business partner of mine out there. Hey, thank you for joining me. James Gallen said, giving God glory, and rue to you, brother. Hey, my wife, as always, Old Faithful Tammy, thank you for joining me this morning. Jelani Bakari, my fraternity brother out there in California, up on the, I see you're on the early train this morning. Hey, thank you for joining me. Frederick Lee, thank you. Lenora Crawford, thank you for joining me. Angela Minor Jean-Jacques, I love that name. I love just trying to put the accent to that name. Hey, thank you for joining me, and great morning to you as well. And thank you for the good word. Taheem Cooper, thank you for joining me. Nehemiah Beckley, my nephew. Hey, thank you for checking me out this morning. Maurice Thompson, cuz, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you for joining me this morning. And again, let me hear what you have to say. Let's dialogue on this, all right? And if you like it, share it. All right, let some other people know, find out what some other people think. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I just want to wish every one of you a blessed and prosperous day. Until we meet again, bye-bye.